Hello, hello once again, public media friends. We are continuing our series of looking at how we and why we should build our audience on digital in order to best amplify, accelerate, improve the revenue that we raise later on in the year, or really just whenever. What we've looked at so far, a couple case studies, primarily small market and major market NPR stations. We've laid out a roadmap for how to build, to leverage our local news content at the top of the funnel, how to stay present with brand advertising at the mid funnel, and make better use of our social media audiences. I'm, as a third example here, looking at one of the sharpest content organizations I've seen, which is PBS Hawaii, and how they, as a proxy for PBS stations broadly, should be looking at their top and mid funnel. The reason being is they don't have local news content articles that we would otherwise have seen on the Facebook examples, WHYY, KUOW, KAXE, KBXE up in northern Minnesota that we showed. So if you're PBS Hawaii, if you're any of these, I'm again using this as a strong case example, a proxy for what you could be looking at your station. I've talked to a few people from PBS stations around the country. These organizations, PBS Hawaii has, again, some really, really sharp content. The quality is great, thumbnails are great, the engagement's great. We know people want to look at this content, right? They also have a lot of great shorts, which is going to be the top of your funnel. Imagine the ads that we have. You're swiping on YouTube Shorts, you're swiping on Instagram, and you see something like
this. Due to climate change, mosquitoes are able to move up higher and higher in elevation. We've lost so many forest birds. We can slow that loss by suppressing the mosquitoes, and that's what we're doing with this mosquito.
Boom. That's the ad. That's it. That's the ad. That then leads to the longer form content that we'll find elsewhere on the channel, right? And maybe, here's the thing, maybe the real goal here is that we find that content as the actual broadcast piece to be posted later on. And so you're using your digital channel to inform the residual viewership and then residually again, revenue that you extract from your drive time. There's a lot of shorts here. Any of these could be run technically as an ad. Any of these can be spliced. I also want to call out longer form content here, which probably lends itself just as well, if not better, the idea of splicing your short form from this.
I'd say butter mochi is probably one of my favorite desserts. Growing up, I knew it as bata mochi or custard mochi. Easy to eat, hard to stop eating.
In the islands, our ethnic melting pot has created.
Get the idea. That 10 seconds can be spliced really from, any 10 seconds can be, you have short form trailers, you have the content. That should be cut, spliced, and delivered as YouTube ads. If you have the 9:16 format as Instagram stories, in that size on the feeds, and delivered to geographic area that are behaviorally interested in food content in this case. Or look how broad all of this content is. Any of this stuff, whether it could be surfing, could be food, could be Hawaiian culture, could be famous people, could be music. You may not have the breadth of this. You're going to have something similar that, if you're in the Mountain West, you're going to have national parks or something like that. You're going to have different food culture near you. That's where it is very important to lean on the teams you have and split this up and deliver those ads as they are. And if you're curious, reach out. I have examples of this that I can gladly show. It's a little more difficult to keep showing video on video. It's starting to challenge the resources of my device here. But that is all to say, that is a proxy, replacement for the sort of top of funnel piece that you should be using if you're an NPR station or an organization that has the content. This is your top to mid funnel that allows you to build new audience, to build viewership, because anyone who's looking at these is highly likely to view residual content.